to another round of Tower Simulator 3. Today we'll be doing a stint at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. I've generated a real-time schedule using the Tower Companion app, looking at the next 2 hours of schedule. From what I can see on flight radar at the moment, everything is coming in on 34 left, and we've also got departures going out on 34 left and 34 right. Yeah, so let's get started. Rightio, everything's loading in. I'm just going to pause for a second whilst I get myself set up. I have already played this airport, so I've got a couple of cameras already set up. So F7 at the terminal, looking out across the runways. F8, where most of the action is, and that is the only camera that I have set up. I'll just set up the ADAS and debright, ready to go. I'll just zoom out. Reduce the icon size, reduce the tag size. Okay. Let's get this set up. Reduce the tag distance a bit. I still want that in place. Line strength. We'll drop the runway tag sizes down, and we'll drop the taxis. So I think the plan of attack today, everything going out on 34 left. Oh, actually no. We'll try and get everything going out on 34 right, everything coming in 34 left. We will have we'll try and get everything down on Alpha. Yeah, actually, I think we'll try and get everything down on Bravo. We'll just do a few holding points here. So we'll get them to hold short of 5-5 for anything coming in this way. And we'll get them to hold short of 8-8 for anything coming in here. And we'll get them lining up at... I think we'll get the... Oh, where'd we go there? We'll get the heavies lining up down here. If I get the narrows lining up at Sierra, that's going to block all of this. We'll see how we go. We'll play around with it. Is a bit okay. I have got T3 Assistant open on the other screen, so we'll see how that goes. The schedule starts at 18:33, so there should be something low. Oh, there we go.
Seattle ground, Delta 80 heavy with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
So if this is the way that it is... Delta 80 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right, Delta 80 heavy.
I just don't want them to push back the wrong way. I forgot. Excuse me, I'll just come down and sit on top of the aero bridge. What have we got there? Starting the game off with an A330. That's a decent pushback. Oh, we've got Sky West coming in too. Hopefully it doesn't cause too many delays just running the one airport, but the one runway. First day with a new mouth today. But it appears to be what's running on flight radar at the moment, so we'll see how that goes. If there's too many delays, we might open 3 full center as well.
Seattle ground, Alaska 386 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Alaska 386, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west, Alaska 386.
So we'll see if that
Seattle
pushes
Tower,
up quickly.
Sky West 39068 on final 34 left.
Seattle ground, Delta 80 heavy ready to taxi.
Delta 80 heavy, runway 34 right. Sky West 39068, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 right, Delta 80 heavy.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Sky West 39068.
Just increase that icon size a bit. Okay. Starting to get a little bit busy already. What do we have? Oh, we've got... Okay, so cargo's a little bit empty. We've got a FedEx. What else have we got? Asiana cargo. We've got a few Alaskans down there. Is that a Turkish? Okay, Turkish. There's not a lot of planes on the ground to start, so I'm thinking that we're going to get quite a few
Seattle ground,
arrivals.
Alaska 386 ready to taxi.
Yeah. Alaska 386, runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo.
Runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo, Alaska 386.
What have we got? So we've got a couple of Sky West that are currently boarding. We've got an Asiana. Is that the cargo? Is that the Asiana cargo up there? Can't tell if it's if they're loading or not. Oh, the pushback truck's there, so it should be happening soon. And we've got an Alaskan as well. Okay, moving around a lot here.
Seattle ground, SkyWest 3362 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
SkyWest 3362, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west, SkyWest 3362.
Delta 80 heavy, runway 34 right, line up and wait. Oh, actually no.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Delta 80 heavy.
Delta 80 heavy, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 80 heavy.
SkyWest 36902, pushback approved, facing south. They haven't called up yet.
Pushback approved facing south. SkyWest 36902.
Is it going to... Oh, yes, nice.
Seattle ground, SkyWest 36902 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Incoming, first arrival.
Seattle ground, Asiana 241 heavy with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Asiana 241 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south. I could just get him straight to here.
Pushback approved facing south. Asiana 241 Heavy.
Seattle ground. SkyWest 336, ready to taxi.
Alaska 386, runway 34 right, line up and wait. SkyWest 3362, runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Alaska 386.
Alaska 69er, pushback approved, facing west. Please push back.
Runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo. SkyWest 3362.
There goes
Pushback
Delta.
approved facing west. Alaska 69er.
And
Seattle
SkyWest,
ground.
where are you going?
SkyWest 369er 2 ready to taxi.
Seattle ground. Alaska 69er with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
SkyWest 3968, taxi to terminal via Bravo 77, hold short 77. Oh, it doesn't like 77. Do we not have a
Command
77?
property error. SkyWest 3968.
Do we not have a 77? What's that?
Seattle Tower, United 2630 on final 34 left.
Okay, so we'll hold short of
Seattle
66.
ground. Asiana 241 Heavy ready to taxi.
SkyWest 3968, taxi to terminal via Bravo 66, hold short 66.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 66. Hold short of taxiway 66. SkyWest 3968.
SkyWest 3692, runway 34 right at Sierra. Alaska 386, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right at Sierra. SkyWest 369er 2.
SkyWest 3968, cross runway 34 center. Asiana 241 Heavy, runway 2... Asiana 241 Heavy, runway 34 right via Bravo.
Runway 34 right,
Alaska
clear for takeoff. On reaching
69er,
altitude
runway
1000,
34
contact departure.
right at
Alaska
Sierra
386.
via Bravo.
Cross runway 34 center. SkyWest 3968.
Negative. Unknown command. Asiana 241 Heavy.
United 2630, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 right via Bravo. Asiana 241 Heavy.
Runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo. Alaska 69er.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land.
SkyWest
United
3968,
2630.
cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 right. SkyWest 3968.
SkyWest 3362, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ooh, is
Runway 34
Alaska going
right,
to Veda?
cleared for takeoff. On reaching
Alaska
altitude
69 hold
1000,
position.
contact departure. SkyWest 3362.
Hold position. Alaska 69er. Seattle ground. Alaska 69er ready to taxi.
Ooh, that was close. I could have had them going down Whiskey, actually. Alaska 69er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Alaska 69er.
Not a bad start. Quite a bit of movement. Where's SkyWest going? SkyWest is going down here.
Seattle Tower. SkyWest 127 Tango on final 34 left.
SkyWest 3692, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right. Line up and wait. SkyWest 369er 2.
Yeah, I think that may create a bit of a bottleneck down there, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so United's coming in. Where's United going? Okay, so we'll have them hold short of 88. Come down via Bravo, hold short 88. We'll see if I can give them the cross runway commands. SkyWest 36902, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. SkyWest 36902.
SkyWest 39068, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. SkyWest 39068.
Asiana 241 heavy, runway 34 right, line up and wait. Alaska 69er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Asiana 241 heavy.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Alaska 69er.
Okay, so United.
Seattle Tower. SkyWest 4124 on final 34 left.
Okay. So SkyWest is up. Just wait for them to clear 1000. Zoom out a bit more. No. Probably could move that up a bit. Okay. Alaska 69er, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. SkyWest 127 Tango, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska
United
69er.
2630, taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88, cross runway 34 center. That was a
Runway
mouthful.
34 left, cleared to land. SkyWest 127 Tango.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 88. Hold short of taxiway 88. Cross runway 34 center. United 2630.
Okay. We can get Asiana moving shortly. There we go. Asiana 241 heavy, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000,
Lufthansa.
contact departure. Asiana 241 heavy.
Lufthansa 489 heavy, pushback approved, facing south. So I'll get these guys to come down
Pushback
99.
approved facing south. Lufthansa 489er heavy.
SkyWest
Seattle
is
Tower,
coming in there.
SkyWest 39018 on final 34 left.
I was about
Seattle ground. Lufthansa 489er heavy with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
SkyWest is about to land. United 2630, cross runway 34 right.
Negative. Unknown command. United 2630.
United 2630, cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 right. United
SkyWest
2630.
4124, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left. Cleared to land. SkyWest 4124.
SkyWest 127 Tango, taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88, cross runway 34 center. Oh, such a mouthful.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 88. Hold short of taxiway 88. Cross runway 34 center. SkyWest 127 Tango.
Okay.
Seattle ground. Lufthansa 489er heavy ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 489 heavy, runway 34 right. I don't think I need to send them all the way down
Runway
there,
34
but
right. Lufthansa
we'll see.
489er
The runway's
heavy.
quite long.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 221 on final 34 left.
Alaska 370, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved facing north.
So,
Alaska
weird layout.
370.
United coming in.
Seattle ground. Alaska 370 with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
What have we got here? Alaska. Okay, SkyWest 127 Tango, cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 right. SkyWest 127 Tango.
SkyWest 4124, taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88, cross runway 34 centre. SkyWest 3918, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 88. Hold short of taxiway 88. Cross runway 34 centre. SkyWest 4124.
Runway
Yes.
34 left. Cleared to land. SkyWest 3918.
SkyWest coming in, their little umbrella.
Seattle ground. Alaska 339 with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
Ooh,
Seattle
I think
ground.
we've got some
Alaska
room there.
370 ready to taxi.
United 2630, continue taxi. Alaska 339er, pushback approved, facing north. Alaska 370, runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo.
Continue taxi. United 2630. Pushback approved facing north. Alaska 339er.
Runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo. Alaska
SkyWest
370.
4124, cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 right. SkyWest 4124.
Seattle Tower, Delta 472 on final 34 left.
Oh, bit of a cough this morning.
Seattle ground. Southwest 5210 with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
Not at the moment. Oh, actually I can. Southwest 5210, pushback approved, facing east. SkyWest 3918, taxi to terminal via Bravo, hold short 66. Cross runway 34 centre. Alaska 221, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Bit of late clearance there.
Negative. Need pushback truck. Southwest 5210.
Southwest 5210, pushback approved, facing east.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Hold short of taxiway 66. Cross runway 34 centre. SkyWest 3918.
Alaska 339er, runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo. Lufthansa 489er heavy, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land. Alaska 221.
Pushback approved facing east. Southwest
Actually pushing
5210.
back.
Runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo. Alaska 339er.
Runway 34 right.
It is
Line
actually
up and
pushing
wait.
back now.
Lufthansa 489er heavy.
Seattle ground.
Maybe I
Alaska
should get
339er ready
down
to
for
taxi.
whiskey and
Seattle Tower,
Qantas.
Alaska 226 on final 34
Control.
left.
Alaska 221, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55. Oh. Alaska 221, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55. Cross runway 34 centre. SkyWest 3918, cross runway 34 right. Lufthansa 489er heavy, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. SkyWest 127 Tango, continue taxi. Southwest 5210, runway 34 right at Sierra via 9er.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 55. Hold short of taxiway 55. Cross runway 34 center. Alaska 221.
Alaska 805, oh, hang on. Delta 472, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Very late clearance there. Whoops,
Cross
sorry.
runway 34 right. SkyWest
Alaska
3918.
805, pushback approved, facing south.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Alaska
Lufthansa 489er
370,
heavy.
runway 34 right, line up and wait. SkyWest 4124, continue taxi. Alaska 221, cross runway 34 right.
Continue taxi. SkyWest 127 Tango.
Runway 34 right at Sierra via
Got a lot of
99er.
movement happening.
Southwest 5210. Runway 34 left, clear to land. Delta 472.
Delta 472, taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88, cross runway 34 center. Alaska 226, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Pushback approved facing south. Alaska 805.
Runway 34
Alaska
right. Line up and
490,
wait. Alaska
pushback
370.
approved facing north.
Continue taxi.
Alaska
SkyWest
370,
4124.
runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska 338, pushback approved facing east. I have to get you to go all
Cross
the way.
runway 34 right,
I have to get
Alaska
you to go all the
221.
way around.
Taxi to
because
terminal
it's
via
not
Bravo
coming in.
88. Hold short of taxiway 88. Cross runway 34 center. Delta 472.
Alaska 339er, runway 34 right, line up and wait. SkyWest 39018, continue taxi.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Alaska 226.
Alaska 1324, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing north. Alaska 49er.
Alaska 339er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure. Alaska 370.
Alaska 805, runway 34 right, at Sierra, via Bravo.
Pushback approved facing east. Alaska 338.
Continue taxi. SkyWest 3918.
Pushback approved facing west. Alaska 1324.
221, continue taxi. Delta 472, cross runway 34 right. Alaska 353, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 right. Line up and wait. Alaska 339er.
Alaska 226, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55, cross runway 34 center. Alaska 339er, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska 338, runway 34 right at Sierra, via Bravo. Please go the right way.
Runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo.
Good.
Alaska 805.
Alaska 49er, runway 34 right at Sierra, via Bravo. Alaska 1324, runway 34 right at Sierra, via Bravo. Or a lot of
Continue
movement.
taxi. Alaska 221.
SkyWest, oh that's Southwest, sorry. Southwest 5210, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Cross runway 34 right. Delta 472.
Runway
Alaska's got
34
its
left.
arms.
Clear to land. Alaska 353.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo.
It's starting to get
55.
very busy.
Hold short of taxiway 55. Cross runway
Delta
34 center.
844,
Alaska
pushback
226.
approved, facing south.
Runway 34 right. Clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude
Alaska
1000.
206,
Contact
pushback
departure.
approved,
Alaska
facing
339er.
Sorry for talking over you, but
Runway 34 right. At
It has to
Sierra.
happen.
Via Bravo. Alaska 338.
Runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo. Alaska 49er.
Runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo. Alaska 1324.
Runway 34 right. Line up and wait. Southwest 5210.
oh, FedEx. Alaska 226, cross runway 34 right. Southwest 5210, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. FedEx 1223 Heavy, pushback approved, facing west. Alaska 801, pushback approved, facing east. Please tell me that you go.
Pushback approved facing south. Delta 844.
Pushback approved facing
Alaska
south.
805,
Alaska
runway
206.
34 right, line up and wait.
Cross runway 34 right. Alaska 226.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for
Alaska-
takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000.
SkyWest
Contact departure.
3707,
Southwest
runway
5210.
34 left, cleared to land. Alaska 353, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55, cross runway 34 center. Delta 472, continue taxi. Delta 844, runway 34 right via 99er.
Pushback approved facing west. FedEx on 223 heavy.
Alaska 206, runway 34 right at Sierra, via Bravo.
Pushback approved facing east. Alaska 801.
Runway 34 right, line up and
Alaska
wait. Alaska
805, runway
805.
34 right, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska 1324, runway 34 right, line up and wait. Alaska 801, runway 34 right at Sierra, via Bravo. Please go the right way, please go the
Runway
right way.
34 left. Clear to land. Skywest 3707.
Alaska 226, continue taxi. We've got a lot of movement going on.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. 55. Hold short of taxiway 55.
FedEx
Cross runway 34 center. Alaska
heavy,
353.
runway 34 right, via Bravo.
Continue taxi. Delta 472.
Alaska 1135, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Skywest 3707, taxi to terminal. Hold short 66, cross runway 34 center.
Runway 34 right, via 9er. Delta 844.
Skywest 6462, pushback approved, facing west. It's a weird location.
Runway 34 right at Sierra, via Bravo. Alaska 206.
Alaska 1324, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska 49er, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska 805.
Runway 34 right. Line up and wait. Alaska 1324.
Alaska 226, continue taxi.
Runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo. Alaska
I
801.
told you to go 5.
Continue taxi.
55.
Alaska 226.
Runway 34 right via Bravo.
That could be a problem.
FedEx on 223 heavy. Runway 34 left. Clear to land. Alaska 1135.
Taxi to terminal. Hold short of taxiway 66. Cross runway 34 center.
Take off, yeah.
Skywest 3707.
Pushback approved
FedEx is
facing
quite
west.
noisy.
Skywest 6462. Runway 34 right. Cleared for
So,
takeoff.
777.
On reaching altitude 1000. Contact
777.
departure. Alaska 1324.
Alaska 353, cross runway 34 right. Skywest 3707, cross runway 34 right.
Runway 34 right. Line up and wait. Alaska
Alaska
49.
1135, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55, cross runway 34 center. Alaska 304, runway 34 left, cleared to land. I don't think I could handle 2
Continue
runways
taxi. Alaska 226.
of arrival.
Cross runway 34 right. Alaska 353.
Alaska 49er, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska 338, runway 34 right, line up and wait. I've got a feeling we're going to have
Cross runway 34 right.
problem here.
Skywest 3707.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. 55. Hold short of taxiway 55.
Delta going
Cross
for-
runway 34
wait
center.
for 801
Alaska
to go
1135.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land. Alaska 304.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching
Might have to
altitude
hold short
1000.
for FedEx.
Contact departure. Alaska 49er.
Runway 34 right. Line up and wait. Alaska 338.
Skywest 6462, runway 34 right, via Bravo.
Runway 34 right. Via Bravo. Skywest 6462.
Yep.
Seattle ground, southwest
FedEx
5210, ready to
1223 heavy,
taxi.
hold position. Alaska 338, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. That was a little bit
Hold
early,
position.
but
FedEx on 223 heavy. Runway 34
Alaska
right. Clear to
206,
takeoff.
runway
Reaching
34
altitude
right,
1000.
line up and
Contact
wait.
departure. Alaska 338.
this
Runway
is
34
creating a
right,
bottleneck.
line up and wait. Alaska 206.
Seattle Tower. Alaska 353 on final 34
Might
left.
have to send everything
Seattle ground,
down
Alaska
to
805, ready to taxi.
Seattle Tower. Skywest 3707 on final 34 left. Seattle ground. Alaska 49er ready to taxi.
Alaska 353, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Alaska 353. Seattle ground. Alaska 338 ready to taxi.
Alaska 304, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55, cross runway 34 center. Alaska 1135, cross runway 34 right. Alaska 206, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. What happened there?
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. 55. Hold short of taxiway 55. Cross runway 34 center. Alaska 304.
Alaska 1135, cross runway 34 right.
unknown command, Alaska 1135.
Delta 2449, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Very
Runway
late
34
clearance there.
right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude
Skywest
1000,
3707,
contact departure.
continue taxi.
Alaska 206.
Ooh, Frontier Flight. Frontier Flight 1176, pushback approved, facing west. Alaska 801, runway 34 right, line up and wait. FedEx 1223 Heavy, continue taxi.
Cross runway 34 right, Alaska 1135. Runway 34 left, cleared to land, Delta 2449er.
Continue taxi. Skywest 3707.
Pushback approved facing west. Frontier Flight 1176.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Alaska 801.
Continue taxi. FedEx 1223 Heavy.
Seattle ground, Alaska 1324 ready to taxi.
Alaska 304, cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 right, Alaska 304.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 1135 on final 34 left.
Alaska 801, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude
Delta
1000, contact departure. Alaska 801.
So you're going
Seattle
down there.
ground.
Okay.
Delta 844 ready to taxi.
Delta 2449er, taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88, cross runway 34 center. Turkish 8 Juliet Kilo Heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 88. Hold short of taxiway 88. Cross runway
Alaska
34 center.
1135,
Delta
continue
2449er.
Good to see the whole points are actually working.
Pushback approved facing south. Turkish 8 Juliet Kilo Heavy.
United 2278, runway 34 left, cleared to land. I'm getting really late with these clearances.
Continue taxi. Alaska 1135.
Oh, good.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. United 2278.
How did that happen? FedEx 1223 Heavy, runway 34 right, line up and wait. So there's two hold points down there.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. FedEx 1223 Heavy.
Seattle ground, Alaska 206 ready to taxi.
Interesting.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 304 on final 34 left.
Seattle ground, Alaska 801 ready to taxi.
Seattle ground. FedEx 1223 Heavy ready to taxi.
Yep.
Seattle Tower, Delta 2449er on final 34 left.
Seattle ground, Skywest 6462 ready to taxi. Seattle Tower, United 2278 on final 34 left.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 739er on final 34 left.
I'm just going to turn
Seattle
the volume
ground.
down.
Frontier Flight 1176 ready to taxi.
Seattle
about
Tower,
you, but it
Alaska
was really
1078 on
screaming in
final
my
34
ears.
left.
Frontier Flight 1176, runway 34 right. I'll just get everything to go down the...
Runway 34 right. Frontier Flight 1176.
United 2278, taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88, cross runway 34 center. Delta 2449er, cross runway 34 right. FedEx 1223 Heavy, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska 739er, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 88. Hold
Delta
short, taxiway
844,
88.
runway 34
Cross runway 34
right, line
center.
up and wait.
United 2278.
Turkish 8 Juliet Kilo Heavy, runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 right, Delta 2449er.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
United
FedEx
States.
1223 Heavy.
Runway
Yes,
34
yes, I
left,
have it.
cleared to land. Alaska 739er.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Delta 844.
Runway 34 right, Turkish 8 Juliet Kilo Heavy. Seattle ground, Turkish 8 Juliet Kilo Heavy ready to taxi.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 824 on final 34 left.
Oh. Alaska 304, continue taxi. Didn't see you sitting there.
Continue taxi, Alaska 304.
This is all under control. What a nice sunny day.
Seattle ground, Alaska 805 with information, Bravo, requesting push and start.
I think we're safe now. Delta 844, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Skywest 6462, runway 34 right, line up and wait. United 2278, cross runway 34 right. Alaska 1078, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Whoa. What was that?
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta 844.
Runway
that just
34 right,
flew-
line up and wait.
Oh,
Skywest
maybe it was the shadow
6462.
from Alaska
Cross runway
801.
34 right, United 2278.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Alaska 1078.
Okay, Alaska, where are you going?
Seattle ground, Alaska 49er with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Alaska 739er, taxi to terminal via Bravo 66, hold short 66, cross runway 34 center.
Negative. I'm arrival. Alaska 739er.
Huh? Alaska 739er, taxi to terminal via Bravo 66, hold short 66, cross runway 34 center. Huh?
Negative. I'm arrival. Alaska 739er.
Alaska 739er, taxi to terminal via Bravo, cross runway 34 center.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo, cross runway 34 center. Alaska
Skywest
739er.
6462, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Frontier flight 1176, runway 34 right, line up and wait. Delta 2449er, continue taxi.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Busy,
Skywest
but not
6462.
overly busy.
Runway 34 right. Line up and wait. Frontier Flight 1176.
Continue taxi. Delta 2449er.
Alaska 1078, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55, cross runway 34 center.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short of taxiway 55, cross runway 34 center. Alaska 1078.
Where is Skywest? Skywest 32908, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing
Frontier
west.
flight
Skywest
1176,
3298.
runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Alaska 824, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Turkish 8, Juliet Kilo Heavy, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude
Alaska
1000.
739,
Contact
cross
departure.
runway 34
Frontier
right.
Flight 1176.
I know
Runway
I
34
probably shouldn't
left.
do that,
Cleared to
but
land. Alaska 824.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Turkish 8 Juliet Kilo Heavy.
Cross runway 34 right.
Alaska 107.
739er.
8. Oh, you're already good. You're already doing it.
Seattle
But I
Tower,
gave you the
Delta
time.
803 on final 34 left.
Are we going to cross in time? Are we going to cross in time? Yes, we are.
Seattle ground. Alaska 338 with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
Oh. Are we still playing
Seattle
catch up?
ground. Alaska 1324 with information Bravo, requesting
Fast.
push and start.
Alaska 1078, cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 right. Alaska
Bye.
1078. Seattle ground. Alaska 206 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Turkish 8, Juliet Kilo Heavy, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. United 2278, continue taxi. I thought I already issued that.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Skywest
Turkish 8 Juliet Kilo Heavy.
32908, runway 34 right at Sierra via Bravo. I don't think
Continue taxi.
it has a
United
hold,
2278.
does it?
Runway 34 right
That's gonna
at
be an
Sierra via Bravo. Skywest 3298. Seattle ground. Skywest 3298 ready to taxi.
Alaska 739er, hold position. Delta 803, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Alaska 824, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55, cross runway 34 center.
Hold position. Alaska 739er.
Runway 34 left, clear to land.
Skywest
Delta
out of the
803.
way.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 55. Hold short of taxiway 55. Cross runway 34 center. Alaska 824.
Seattle Tower, Delta 1317 on final 34 left.
Alaska 739er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Alaska 739er.
If the command's caught up yet? I'm not really paying attention
Seattle
to the
ground,
commands.
Alaska 801 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
No, they still haven't. I wish you could
Seattle
purge the
ground.
queue.
Delta 844 with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
Really?
Seattle ground.
Alaska
FedEx
824,
223
cross
with
runway
information Bravo, requesting push and
34
start.
right. Wow, FedEx has
Cross
just pulled
runway
up.
34 right.
I think
Alaska
they left about
824.
10 minutes ago. Alaska 1078, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Alaska 1078.
Is that going to be an issue? No.
Seattle
Slowed
ground.
down a bit.
Skywest 6462 with information.
We've got-
Bravo. Requesting
We've got
push
no
and start.
planes boarding at the moment. And it looks like we've got two...
Seattle
got a
ground.
couple of
Frontier flight
arrivals.
1176 with information. Bravo. Requesting push and start.
How are we looking in terms of planes?
Seattle ground. Turkish
quite a
8 Juliet
few
Kilo
in,
Heavy with
so-
information. Bravo. Requesting push and start.
Maybe there'll be a flurry of departures soon.
Seattle ground. Skywest 32908 with information. Bravo. Requesting push and start.
We've had a pretty busy hour already, with a lot of arrivals coming in, a handful of departures. There doesn't look to be too many departures happening at the moment, but looking at, well, there you go. Looking at T3 Assistant, which I've got on my second screen, we've only got about 6 departures left, but there is a lot of arrivals coming in. So I'm thinking, based on that and the number of late flights that we have, I'm going to open up 3-4 Center. Yeah, I'll open up 3-4 Center for flights as well, and we'll see how that goes to clear the queue. I think this second stint will be a little bit short, just whilst we play catch up. Let's see how we go. Skywest 32908, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right. Line up and wait. Skywest 32908.
Skywest 32908, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Skywest 32908.
Delta 803, taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88, cross runway 34 center.
Taxi to
Alaska
terminal via
824,
Bravo.
continue
88.
taxi.
Hold short of taxiway 88. Cross runway 34 center. Delta 803.
Negative. I'm arrival. Alaska 824.
Alaska 824, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Alaska 824.
Delta 1317, runway 34 left, cleared to land. How late was that clearance?
Runway 34 left. Clear to land.
Still okay.
Delta 1317.
There's Delta 1317 going. So we'll get you in via Bravo 88 and holding short of 88. Oh, we've got some arrivals starting to come in on 34 center, so let's see how that goes. We'll probably open up 34
Seattle
right as
Tower,
well.
Skywest 3695 on final 34 left.
Let's open 34 right. Let's see how that goes. I don't think they operate all 3 as incoming at the same time, especially not center and right, but we'll see. And maybe I won't do right. Yeah, I'll turn right off. Skywest 3505, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land.
Delta 803, cross runway 34 right.
3505.
Cross runway 34
Delta
right.
1317,
Delta 803.
taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88, cross runway 34 center.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 88. Hold short of taxiway 88. Cross runway 34 center. Delta 1317.
Alaska 964, runway 34 center, cleared to land.
Runway 34 center, clear to land. Alaska 964. Seattle Tower, Alaska 964 on final 34 center.
Seattle Tower, SkyWest 4082 on final 34 left.
Why is it that we don't have... This is weird that T3 Assistant is showing not a lot of departures. If I look at Tower Companion, I've only cleared 38 out of 140 flights in this challenge. Seems really, really strange. Not even halfway through.
Seattle ground. United 1395 with information Golf. Request and push and start.
This is really strange.
Seattle Tower.
Delta 1317, cross runway 34 right.
34 cent.
SkyWest 3505, taxi to terminal, cross runway 34 center. United 13905, pushback approved, facing south. Why is the tag distance so far
Unknown
away?
command, Delta 1317. Taxi to terminal.
Delta
cross
1317,
runway 34
cross
center,
runway 34
SkyWest
right.
3505.
SkyWest 36905, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Pushback approved facing
Really
south.
late clearance.
United 13905.
Cross runway 34 right, Delta 1317.
Runway 34 left. Cleared to land.
I need to stop
SkyWest
crossing them
3695.
automatically. Now that I've got them landing on 34 center.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 973 on final 34 left.
Oh, Delta, you're holding position. Are you? Delta 803, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Delta 803.
What's the United that's there? United... Can't tell from the backside. Okay, so Skywest is coming in.
Seattle ground. United 13905 ready to taxi.
Skywest 3505, cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 right.
Skywest 4082, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Skywest 36905, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land. SkyWest 4082.
Let's go back to the tower.
Taxi to terminal. Right Bravo. Skywest 36905.
Alaska 1168, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved facing west. Alaska 1168.
Seattle Tower. Skywest 3390 on final 34 center.
Ooh.
Seattle ground, Alaska 1168 with information Golf. Requesting push and start.
Seattle ground. Delta 2672 with information Golf. Request and push and start.
Delta 2672, pushback approved, facing south. Delta 2672, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing
Alaska
east.
283,
Delta
runway
2672.
34 center, cleared to land.
Runway 34 center. Cleared to land. Alaska 283.
Alaska 964, taxi to terminal. Hold short 66, cross runway 34 right. Oh, actually no. Alaska 964, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55. Hold short 55, cross runway 34 right.
Taxi to terminal.
Skywest
Hold short of taxiway
3695,
66.
cross runway 34
runway
center,
34 right.
cross runway 34
Alaska
right.
964.
Alaska 973, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Delta 1317, continue taxi. United 13905, runway 34 right, via 909er.
Taxi to terminal. Via
Alaska
Bravo.
1168,
55.
runway
Hold short of
34
taxiway
right,
55.
via
Cross
Bravo.
runway 34 right. Alaska 964.
Cross runway 34 center. Cross runway 34 right.
Skywest
3695.
4082, taxi to terminal.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Alaska 973.
Continue taxi. Delta 1317.
Runway 34 right, right 99er. United 1395.
Skywest 3390, runway 34 center, cleared to land. Things are getting a bit more interesting now.
Runway 34 right, via Bravo.
Delta
Alaska
2672, runway 34 right, via 99er.
Taxi to terminal. Skywest 4082.
Runway 34 center, cleared to land. Skywest 3390.
Alaska 283, taxi to terminal, cross runway 34 right. Alaska 9064, continue taxi.
Runway 34 right, right 99er. Delta 2672. Taxi to terminal, cross runway 34 right, Alaska 283.
Continue taxi. Alaska 9064.
Seattle Tower, Horizon Air 2223 on final 34 left.
Seattle ground, Alaska 1168 ready to
Skywest
taxi.
4082, cross runway 34 center. Horizon Air 2223, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Cross runway 34 center. Skywest
Alaska
4082.
9073, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Horizon Air 2223.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 55. Hold short of taxiway 55. Alaska 9073.
Seattle Tower, Skywest 3857 on final 34 center.
Seattle ground, Delta 2672 ready to taxi.
Seattle Tower, Horizon Air 2226 on final 34 left. Seattle Tower, Horizon Air 2134 on final 34 center.
Cool, so where did we get to? Skywest is doing its thing, Alaska's doing its thing, Delta's going there, United's going all the way down the bottom. Alaska 9073 has its instructions. Skywest 3857, runway 34 center, cleared to land.
Runway 34 center, cleared to land. Skywest 3857.
United 1395, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. United
Skywest
1395.
4082, cross runway 34 right. Alaska 9073, cross runway 34 center. Skywest 3390, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 right. Skywest 4082.
Cross runway 34 center, Alaska 9073.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Horizon
55.
Air
Cross runway 34 right.
2226, runway
Skywest
34
3390.
left, cleared to land. Horizon Air 2223, taxi to terminal via Bravo. Alaska 9073, cross runway 34 right. United 1395, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Horizon Air 2226.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Horizon Air 2223.
Alaska 1168, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Cross runway 34 right, Alaska 9073.
Runway 34
Delta,
right,
hold short.
cleared for takeoff. On
Hope so.
reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. United 1395.
Runway 34 right, line up and wait. Alaska 1168.
Horizon Air
Seattle Tower. Horizon Air
Horizon Air
2416 on final
2134,
34
runway
left.
34 center, cleared to land. There's a lot of Horizon Air coming in. at the
Runway
moment.
34 center, cleared to land. Horizon Air 2134.
Seattle Tower, Horizon Air 2036 on final 34 center.
Seattle Tower, Delta 1837 on final 34 left.
Skywest 3857, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Skywest 3857.
Horizon Air 2223, cross runway 34 center.
Cross runway 34 center.
Alaska 1168,
Horizon
runway
Air
34 right,
2223.
cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Horizon
on reaching
Air
altitude
2416,
1000.
runway
Contact
34 left,
departure.
cleared to land.
Alaska 1168.
Runway 34 left. Cleared to land. Horizon Air 2416. Seattle Tower. Alaska 403
Alaska
on final
973,
34
continue
center.
taxi.
Continue taxi.
Delta
Alaska
2672, runway
973.
34 right, line up and wait. I don't know
Runway
whether to
34
believe
right. Line
T3
up the way.
the
Delta
tower
2672.
companion or T3 assistant. It looks... T3 tower companion is showing that there's a lot more takeoffs to happen, but T3 assistant is showing that there isn't any. Strange. Horizon Air 2223, cross runway 34 right. Horizon Air 2036, runway 34 center, cleared to land.
Cross runway 34 right. Horizon Air 2223.
Runway 34 center, cleared to land.
Horizon Air
2226,
2226, taxi to terminal. SkyWest 3857, cross runway 34 right.
Negative. Invalid target. Horizon Air 2226.
What?
Cross runway 34 right. Skywest
Horizon Air
3857.
2226, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Horizon Air 2226.
Delta 2672, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34
I wonder
right.
if it's because I
Clear
only
for
loaded
takeoff.
3 hours.
On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Delta
No, that still should have been
2672.
fine. Where's Horizon Air? Delta 1837, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land.
Horizon
Delta
Air
1837.
2134, taxi to terminal. Horizon Air 2226, cross runway 34 center.
Taxi to terminal. Horizon Air 2134. Cross runway 34 center.
Horizon Air
Horizon Air
2416, taxi to terminal. I'm getting lazy.
Taxi to terminal. Horizon Air 2416.
Horizon Air 2134, cross runway 34 right. Horizon Air 2226, cross runway 34 right. Ooh, what if... Horizon Air 2223, hold position.
Cross runway 34 right.
Horizon
Horizon Air
Air
2134.
2223, continue taxi.
Cross runway 34 right. Horizon
Alaska
Air 2226.
403, runway 34 center, cleared to land. I'm relying on
Hold position.
T3 assistant.
Horizon Air
at the moment. This
2223.
is
Continue taxi. Horizon Air 2223.
Horizon Air 2036, taxi to terminal, cross runway 34 right. Horizon Air 2416, cross runway 34 center. Lots of crossing runways.
Runway 34 center. Clear to land. Alaska 403.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 34 right. Horizon Air 2036.
Cross runway 34 center. Horizon Air 2416. Seattle Tower. Alaska 56 on final 34 left.
Alaska 56, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land. Alaska 56.
Delta 1837, taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88. Just in case. Horizon Air 2416, cross runway 34 right. Oh, you two behaved.
Taxi to terminal.
Nice.
Via Bravo. 88. Hold short of taxiway 88. Delta 1837.
Cross runway 34 right. Horizon Air 2416. Seattle Tower. United 382 on final 34 center.
Seattle Tower, Southwest 3764 on final 34 left.
Seattle Tower. Philippine 124 heavy on final 34 center.
I wonder why. Is there a Shamrock plane here somewhere? Where would Shamrock be? Around here. There's no Shamrock. Just looking at the Tower Companion schedule. There should be a Shamrock. There should have been a Delta 135. Where's the Delta? Should be some. It's really strange. United 382, runway 34 center, cleared to land. Delta 1837, cross runway 34 center, cross runway 34 right.
Runway 34 center. Clear to land. United 382.
Alaska 403, cross. Alaska 403, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 center, cross runway 34 right, Delta 1837.
Command property error.
Your plane is
Alaska
missing.
403.
Really strange.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 55. Cross runway 34 right. Alaska 403.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 519 on final 34 center.
It's really strange. Philippines 124 heavy. Runway 34 center, cleared to land. Southwest 3764, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 center, clear to land. Philippine 124 heavy.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Southwest 3764.
United 382, taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88. Cross runway 34 right. Might as well cross runway 34
Taxi
right.
to terminal
There's no
via Bravo 88.
departures.
Hold short of taxiway 88. Cross
Or
runway 34 right. United
Delta 1837,
382.
hold position. Oh, you actually behaved. Yay.
Hold position, Delta 1837.
Delta 1837, continue taxi. Alaska 56, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55.
Continue taxi, Delta 1837.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 55. Hold short of taxiway 55. Alaska 56.
Seattle Tower, Ava 26 heavy on final 34 left.
Seattle Tower, Alaska 1119 are on final 34 center.
Strange, I didn't get any errors loading in the file, but there's no departures. Huh. Alaska 519, runway 34 center, cleared to land. Eva 26 heavy, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Delta 1837, continue taxi. Alaska 56, cross runway 34 center, cross runway 34 right.
Runway 34 center, cleared to land. Alaska 519er.
Runway 34 left.
Philippines
clear to land.
124
Ava
heavy,
26 heavy.
taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88. Cross runway 34 right.
Continue taxi.
Southwest
Delta
3764,
1837.
taxi to terminal via Bravo 88, hold short 88, cross runway 34 center, cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 center. Cross runway 34 right. Alaska 56.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 88. Hold short of taxiway 88. Cross runway 34 right. Philippine 124 heavy.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo 88. Hold short of taxiway 88. Cross runway 34 center. Cross runway 34 right. Southwest 3764.
United 382, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. United 382.
Seattle Tower, SkyWest 3313 and final 34 left.
Southwest 3764, cross runway 34 center. I thought I told you to cross all
Cross
of them.
runway 34 center. Southwest 3764.
Alaska 1119er, runway 34 center, cleared to land. Wow, this is a huge jumble.
Runway 34 center, cleared to land. Alaska 1119er.
Seattle Tower,
What's the Philippines?
Dynasty 5261 heavy on final 3-4 center.
Philippines, nice 777 there. Bit of sun glare. Southwest 3764, cross runway 34 right.
Cross runway 34 right.
Alaska
Southwest
519,
3764.
taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55, cross runway 34 right.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Skywest
Hold short of
3313,
taxiway 55. Cross
runway
runway 34 right.
34
Alaska
left, clear to land.
519.
Oh, interesting. You know what? I'm going to entertain that.
Runway 34 left. Clear to land. Skywest 3313.
No, actually. Eva 26 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Charlie, Bravo 88, hold short 88.
Taxi to terminal via Charlie, Bravo 88, hold short of taxiway
Philippines
88.
124 Heavy,
26
continue
heavy.
taxi.
Continue taxi.
Alaska
Philippine
56,
124
continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Alaska 56.
Whoa. Nice big bird down there. Is that a Dreamliner? Well. Eva 26 Heavy, cross runway 34 center. Dynasty 5261 Heavy, runway 34 center, cleared to land.
Cross runway 34 center, Ava 26 heavy.
Alaska 1119er, taxi to terminal via Bravo 55, hold short 55, cross runway 34 right.
Runway 34 center, clear to land. Dynasty 5261 heavy.
Ava 26 Heavy, cross runway 34 right. Let's go back here.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Alaska 519er, continue
55.
taxi.
Hold short of taxiway 55.
So,
cross runway
I have
34
no
right.
more arrivals,
Alaska
I have no
1119.
departures,
Cross
and
runway 34 right.
the 2 hour
Ava
schedule that
26
I put
heavy.
together still
Continue
has
taxi.
another
Alaska 519.
40 minutes? 45 minutes? This is really, really strange. Alaska 1119er, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Alaska 1119er.
I'm just going to check the database file and see, because this is it's a bit strange. Steam. Is This is really strange. Well, I just checked the schedule and everything is there. Southwest 3764. Continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Dynasty
Southwest
5261 heavy.
3764.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 34 right.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 34 right. Dynasty 5261 heavy.
Skywest 3313. Taxi to terminal. Just do whatever you want.
Taxi to terminal. Skywest 3313.
So, frequency. Yeah, this is all fine. Yep, that's like airlines. Yep, so all of that's fine. The airports. Yeah, the airport list is still fine. Strange. I don't know why the whole thing hasn't loaded. Skywest 3313, cross runway 34 center.
Cross runway 34 center. Skywest 3313.
Oh, that's what I was going to check, wasn't it? I got distracted. This is it. Is it a Dreamliner? Ah. Eva Air 26 Heavy. Eva 26 Heavy, continue taxi. Skywest 3313, cross runway 34 right.
Continue taxi. Ava 26 heavy.
Cross runway 34 right. Skywest 3313.
A little bit disappointing. Let's go back to the terminal. Park your 747 in that slot. Probably should have said ramp instead of terminal because, you know, there's no terminal for you to go to, but technicalities. Okay, so that one's done. Eva's on its way in. Skywest is going to go past. I do want to see if something is just going to spawn, but I don't think so. T3 Assistant is showing me absolutely nothing at the moment. So I think as soon as Skywest 3313 docks, I think that's going to be the end of the episode. Yeah, a bit of a disappointment. I was looking for a full 2-hour stint here, and yeah, there is a lot of planes that have not spawned. There should have been 140 flights, but we've only handled 68. I'm curious to see what happens, whether the game will automatically end or whether I'm going to have to terminate it. Skywest taking its time. Should we go down and see it? Let's go down and see it. That's it. Pull in, son. Nope, I don't think it's going to terminate. There we go. 68 and no mistakes. Not a bad morning. Yeah, and that's a second episode on this challenge for KSEA. If you have any comments or you'd like to see a particular airport, a particular challenge, please feel free to comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.